Last night we brought you the story of Tuani Murray, who's been living in motels with her family since May whilst she waits for a Housing New Zealand house. In May, Tuani was paying $1,200 per week for a room in Takanini. She's currently staying at a hotel in Papatoetoe, where Winds are paying $2,300 per week for a room with an oven that doesn't work. Tomorrow, Winds will move her to a hotel in Otahuhu, where they will pay $1,700 a week. So Tuani started by getting the money from Winds but having to repay it. Now Winds is paying the totality of her emergency accommodation. Now, Waina Emery watched our story on Facebook last night. She used to work for Housing New Zealand and is angry state houses are lying empty while Winds is forced to pay exorbitant rates for hotel rooms for emergency accommodation for people who would otherwise be homeless. Here's our reporter, Zach Fleming.
The families who used to live in these homes on Manurewa's Wordsworth Street were kicked out by Housing New Zealand to make way for redevelopment. But that was, in some cases, 9 months ago.
Once they left, no one's been back to do anything to the properties. And it's just empty and bare. We've had people come around to the houses, taking scrap metal or finding things to scrap, dumping rubbish. It's just starting to look really ugly.
Waina Emery used to work for Housing New Zealand. She says she can't understand why they were kicked out before development was due to start.
Just between here and the end of the road, about 9. That's quite a few. There's 4 on this side and 5 on this side.
And they've been empty for how long?
Oh, quite a few months. It's been going on since the beginning of this year, about March, and it's still, here it is December, and one would have thought that people could live in the homes.
How does it make you feel seeing this happen, knowing when you used to work with people who were in such need?
It's sad because you really wonder where they've gone to and how they're doing and where the children, and it seems that they've been moved out and you hope that they've been moved to another house and they've got a house to live in.
Fina Leatua is one of those people who were forced to leave. She lived there for 5 years but was fortunately given a new home just 1 street over.
Shouldn't be empty, because that's what we were saying. We thought that they would have started building houses already, because there's so many people that need houses to stay in, and it's those houses now are being broken into, people drinking in them. It's not safe, especially the young ones that go there, because our next door neighbours were telling us that people have been stealing stuff as well from their houses. They've been making holes and stuff in the walls and everything. Rats, and the grass has grown up so high. Did you see it?
Jacinda says crime has gone up since the homes have been empty.
How does this make you feel knowing across the road there are these empty houses that are just nothing's happening?
It's really sad. I would love people to move into these houses. It's a waste. We've got quite a few. We've even got neighbours next to us that have moved out, and that house over there's been empty since March of this year. That's a while. A family could have moved into that home. It's pretty sad. And then look at the state it's in now for the rubbish that people have just dumped there. It's pretty disgusting. I'm sure a family would have loved to move into a home and make it a home for their family.
And she's been told she will have to leave Wordsworth eventually too.
They told us last year.
And you have no idea what's happening?
No, we still have no idea of what's happening. We haven't seen any plan or anything to show us what's happening, or they've told us that there's going to be redevelopment in the area.
And you don't even know what time that's going to happen or what time you're going to have to leave?
They just gave us a month. They told us that we'll be out. They're going to get us out of our house between February and March of next year.
We asked Housing New Zealand when development is due to start. They're yet to reply. Waina says nobody should have been kicked out until development was primed and ready to begin.
Yeah, motels and maraes are okay, very temporary, but what a waste. These homes are here, they need furnishing, they need looking after, and the families need the homes. You'd think they'd connect to put them together.
For Checkpoint, Zach Fleming.
12 minutes past 6, still no response from Housing New Zealand about that story.